Nolan Wells' case seems to be like fine wine. It's getting better with time. Bart Edminson's family has lawyered up. And for what? Let's talk about it. Nolan Wells' case seems to be bringing out the best of all of them. Bart Edminson's family has lawyered up, and his lawyer came out and gave a statement warning us internet investigators to back off. Every day, these people try a new tactic. You can tell when shit is not like my mom taught me, when something in the milk ain't clean. Because now that everything's being debunked and it's getting, the internet investigators, you're absolutely right, is the ones that's debunking it and finding it. Now they're threatening to sue us, and it does not matter if you say allegedly. You got to be out of your mind. These motherfucking people. Take a look at this clip as to what this attorney had to say.
Latino would announce that he is now joining the Edminson family to clear Bart's name and go after anyone making defamatory statements. On Facebook, he would go on to write, "I have been retained by the family of Bart Edminson to pursue people defaming him with wholly fabricated assertions of fact that are putting Bart, his family, and friends in harm's way. The family will put out a formal statement later today and announce the initiation of his first defamation lawsuit." Bart received a credible death threat yesterday because of some of that made-up speculation on this and other sites. The FBI, state, and local law enforcement have all been activated. But I wanted to share a few things for people who think it's a game to invent lies that could get other people killed. We have hired a private investigator firm to identify and track individuals engaged in defamation against the Edminsons. If you are young, naive, or lack the resources to pay a civil judgment, will not clear us from filing a lawsuit against you. This is not about money for my clients. They want to protect their family, and they want to curb people who lie recklessly. If you make up something out of thin air or share something you don't know to be true, adding the word allegedly or saying people are reporting will not save you from a defamation lawsuit. We will address the falsehoods being presented methodically. But now is not the time for that. Now is the time to make very clear that we intend to be unrelenting against people who are lying online for clicks and likes. The Edminsons and the broader Ocean Springs community grieve for the loss of Nolan Wells. They want the truth and peace for Nolan's family. People making things up online that put others at risk are not honoring Nolan's life or loss. They're not bringing us closer to the truth, but pulling us away. This will be a large, potentially nationwide task. If you're a lawyer who believes that the rule of law, the presumption of innocence, and our very commitment to truth is in jeopardy and want to do something about it, please reach out.
You heard what he said. It doesn't matter if you're young, naive, or lack the resources. They coming after your ass because you doing this for clicks and likes. Now, I cannot speak for everyone. But the reason I do what I do is for Nolan Wells, to get justice for Nolan Wells. And you guys claim that you're so concerned about getting the truth for Nolan Wells. Why in the hell weren't any of y'all, not one of you guys that is in that circle, was at Nolan Wells' funeral? So cut the bullshit. Nevertheless, his mom went on to have something more to say, and I'm going to debunk her lie too. Take a look at this.
Mississippi, causing some to accuse him of lying. His mother would go on to say, "You are steering the pot by reposting things that are not factual, and you have manipulated words." He said he has not been in past Christian Mississippi in a year, which is where that picture was taken. He was clarifying that he was not present there. He never said he was not in Mississippi. I have a screenshot of it if you need me to send that to you. He is playing football out of state and was only home, Ocean Springs, for a few days in July, and was on the boat that towed the boat that Nolan declined going on because he wanted to stay behind. The audio that you are referring to is not as you guys see. They were panicking and creating a plan to get the boat saved from sinking. The newest news has been reported that Nolan was seen on the island after the two boats left, And there are pictures from my son's boat of the boat about to be towed. And clearly Nolan is not on the boat. So for all of you internet investigators, your plot to accuse my child of something is not warranted. And it will come out sooner than later that he did not harm Nolan. And believe me, those who slander his name without warranted will be held accountable for their words. At the time,
No, we didn't twist no words. All we did was report exactly what we heard. So you stop lying. And if he was in the boat that told them, why did the CTO call go like this?
Can you hear me?
Try to jump in and pull the plug, Bart, while you're going.
All right, and so he says, jump in and pull the plug, Bart. Why? What are you doing? Now, somebody's...
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Yep, I just need you to answer these questions so I can get you over to the captain.
Okay.
How many
what's
adults
going
on board?
There are 0 adults on board.
There's nobody on board the boat?
No. Nobody
right.
here is over the age of 21.
Sir, that was not the question.
You see how smart they are to this lady? Does it sound like they are in a panicky, almost drowning and sinking situation to you? To me, it doesn't.
Is there a person? Is there a person, a living individual on the boat?
Hello?
Is there a living person, someone breathing on the boat? Is there anybody on the boat?
Yes, there's lots of people breathing on the boat.
All right, how many people, sir?
Like 7.
All right, thank you. Does everyone have life jackets on or available to them?
Yes, we have life jackets available.
All right.
Do you see how irritated he is? Like she is bothering him.
Verify what boat's sinking.
A Triton, 22-foot offshore, 22-foot Triton offshore sea flight hull.
All right. All right. Please hold. I'm transferring you to the local captain now.
Okay, thank you.
Now, does that sound like a distress call to you? Or does that sound like a cover-up call with so much going on in the background that the caller's really preoccupied? Furthermore, we didn't even know who the hell Bart was until Warren slipped his name out on Tatum's podcast. That's what the hell you get for trying to cover shit up and send these kids to do these podcasts that they shouldn't have done in the first place.
Probably a quarter mile, like I said, my buddy Bart drove his boat up next to ours after he pulled us out away from the island, and then he towed us a little more while we were trying to get the motor figured out. I mean, the motor would trim down, so then eventually, and the motor wouldn't trim down. And so eventually, we figured out if you held the manual trim.
You see how confused that kid is? First, the motor would trim down, then it wouldn't trim down. Bart pulled him out away from the island. However, the caller told Cito they was in 30 feet of water. Which one is it? If you guys will all get your lives together, you wouldn't have internet investigators because it wouldn't be shit to investigate. So furthermore, while your attorney is trying to sue people, nothing is being alleged. We're speaking facts. And the fact of the matter is that something in the Nolan Wells case is being covered up. And now we know why you guys are so concerned about Bart. Worried about that ESPN endorsement, huh? Worried about that NFL. Yeah. Well, you get on Warren's ass about that because he's the one that brought Bart's name to the surface. Drop down in the comments how you feel about this new information coming out in Nolan Wells' case cover-up. They want the internet investigators to shut the fuck up. No. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel so that you are alerted the next time I upload a new video. And don't forget to follow me for more controversial topics.